Yeah, I felt like it was like, I am a mum. I must dress like a mum. I should be more sensible. I shouldn't have to wear that. I'm too old for that, you know.
Welcome to the Wearapy Show, where fashion meets psychology and style. Hi, I'm Shakaila Forbes-Bell, fashion psychologist, stylist, and author of the best-selling book, Big Dress Energy. Welcome to Wearapy, the makeover show where we use psychology and not pressure to transform how people dress and, more importantly, how they see themselves. Each episode, I'm going to work with real people who've maybe lost their connection with their style and their wardrobe, and I'm going to help them uncover the emotional roots to their style struggles. Today's guest is Emma McMorrow, and she's an art teacher who feels like since becoming a mother, clothes just have become more functional instead of as a form of self-expression. I'm going to be using fashion psychology to teach Emma how to embrace her authenticity through her style. And, you know, I want to show her how she can get a new lease of life through her wardrobe. So let's start by hearing her story straight from her own wardrobe.
It was a bit edgy, a bit modern, a bit grunge, a little bit gothic. Oh, as you can see here, not very colourful. It's a bit very drab, very safe, very, you know, the clothes are very loose, they're baggy, not very flattering, they're more functional rather than fun or exciting. Being adventurous and being exciting and having a lot more colour and not having to worry about my clothes getting covered in sick or food or anything. It's self-expression. It's how I feel. It's how I reflect. I am the canvas and what I add is the colour. So yeah, it's just an expression of me. Just more confidence and identity and just finding out what I like and finding out, just seeing how new style works with the new me.
How would you describe who Emma is today outside of motherhood, marriage and career?
Creative, stifled and a bit lost. Mm-hmm. I'm would love just to find my identity visually as well as internally.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And that's something that I think comes through a lot when we're talking to you. And I know you said before that your clothes feel really practical and durable rather than as a form of expression.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if you can go back in your mind and tell me what was the point in time that you actually realized that some shift had happened in the way that you were styling yourself? Because you said you used to be very bold, right?
Yeah, I think it was when when my hair started falling out after I had my daughter, and I had my hair dyed bright red, and it suddenly felt very cartoonish. I didn't feel like me anymore, and I felt that my old style was almost like a cartoon version of me. And I found that since having a daughter, I feel like I've got to be more pragmatic. I've got to be there. I've got to be responsible. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when you're responsibly caring for somebody, you don't think about, what jeans are going to go with this top. You're in function rather than frivolous, decoration.
Yeah, you're putting a lot of effort into your little one. So I guess it's like, where is it coming from? It's coming from the time you spend on yourself. I do think your haircut is so chic, by the way. So I have to just put that out there.
Oh, thank you so much.
We did speak to your husband, Mark, and he mentioned that confidence is like a big part of, I think, why you said you feel lost. He said that you question if your style fits your body now and whether you have time to find it again. What would you say is like the reason behind like this confidence blocker specifically?
I think postpartum, my body changed and I kind of suddenly, I wasn't myself. And it was usually when I'd think about, okay, what dress I'm going to wear, I was thinking, okay, what top will accommodate my breastfeeding? What top can I put in the wash that, without it being ruined by sick or by wee or something, So yeah, it was just functionality dominated my wardrobe, and I found that just the creativity just withered because it was so functional.
Yeah. And it makes sense. It's a big job. Like sometimes you do need a little bit of help to like balance both the creative and the function too. But I know you mentioned that you said your old style was a bit cartoonish, but it is quite bold as well. Like, is there parts that you still miss about your old style, or is all of it just, you think it's cartoony?
I missed the fearlessness. I missed the fact that I was fearless and I was happy to fit into the role of the quirky art teacher. And I used to wear like furry yellow coats and big Doc Marten boots. And and it seemed to just change after I had my daughter. And I found that the colourful clothing, I didn't want to get damaged. And then I just seemed to wear it less and less. And it was sad, really. I just found that it just wasn't me anymore. It was old me. Even since becoming a parent, even my teaching's changed. I see children and adults in a different way now. I can empathise with how people care for their child now, because that's how I would take care of my child.
Yeah, your love for your child comes through. So how old is your daughter?
She'll be 2 in August.
2? Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Ferocious toddler.
Yeah. So you're in the thick of it.
Yeah.
I know you said that like you put your daughter in maybe a lot of things that you would like she dress. So you dress in like the sparkly things, like, but does a bit of you feel like you can't wear those things anymore? So you put them all into her?
Yeah, I felt like it was like, I am a mum. I must dress like a mum. In a weird way. I felt like, oh, I should be more sensible. I shouldn't have to wear that. I'm too old for that. You know, it sounds silly, but I'd see people like Siobhan McSweeney and I'd be like, oh, she can dress really cool on the Great Pottery Throwdown, and she's a body shape that is similar to my own. Why can't I dress like that? And I think having more female visibility of different body shapes made me think, oh, I can be cool too. I don't have to be a certain way to be stylish again.
Yeah, that's so true. But I know you said that you feel like you're a mom, you have to be sensible. But I know you told me that some like family members and colleagues have told you that, you know, oh, you can't really dress like that anymore. They they said that you're like too old to like wear certain things. Like when you told me that, I wanted to jump through the phone. I was like so angry. But how did that feel for you when you heard that? I wonder if you've internalized a bit of that as well. Yeah,
I just felt like, oh, I wish I could still have fun with my clothes, and just still, I'd be at the bus station or over town, I'd see really older ladies wearing really cool stuff. I'd be like, oh, I wish I was like that. I wish I had that confidence. And I'd like to be like that, but I couldn't see myself that confidence, and it was just, it's sad. I have a vision of myself, but I can't put it in the idealized version. Like, I feel like if I was a silhouette, it's an empty space. And if things I liked were on a shelf, that's all been rearranged, so it's,
Yeah. Oh, that's so, it almost breaks my heart. Sorry. But I want to help you with that. And those people that say that, honestly, anybody that's watching this, there is no age label on clothes, right? There's not going to be something on that top that says, oh, like certain age. There's nothing here that says 32. Like, we can dress however we want at any age. Like you said, you've seen older women dress really cool. So yeah, there's no limit, and you should be able to be expressive at any age. I want to talk about some research as well, just to validate a bit how you're feeling. So research has shown that new mums do feel torn between their old self and their mom self, like you mentioned. And there's a 2016 paper by Psychologist Brown, and it says that we use clothes to either bridge that gap between these two selves or to hide it. So I wanted to ask, like, when you get dressed now, do you feel like you're dressing for the person that you are, or who other people expect you to be?
Oh, that's a really good one. I think when I'm every day to day, I'm dressing for who I am. I'm putting on my trainers, my jeans, because I'm thinking, okay, I've got to bring the buggy out. I've got to pop in to do the shop, wherever. So I'm just dressing for function. But at work, I'm dressing for a character. I feel like I'm dressing like a sensible teacher. And I used to merge my creativity with my job, but now I feel like my job and my creativity are separate. And I look at my reflection sometimes when I'm getting dressed for work. I'm like, that's not me. It's not me, which I find really disheartening. Yeah. And I wish I could merge them again.
Yeah. I noticed even when you said, I'm dressing for who I am, and then you listed a bunch of tasks that you had to do.
Yeah.
That's not you. That's what that's the function part of it. But you said that you're creative, you're fearless, you're bold. That's you. Yeah. And that's what we're going to hope to try to find again today.
Oh, thank you.
But I want to talk a bit about psychology again. There's this theory I think resonates a lot with like new mothers, especially with you. It's called self-discrepancy theory. It basically says that if you see yourself as someone that's bold and fearless, but you're dressing in a way that contradicts that, it can impact your self-esteem and your confidence. Do you think that's true for you?
That's actually, it's frighteningly true. Yeah. And it's, I don't know how I got lost. It's sad the way just that function's overridden that. And, yeah, God, I just kind of, there's so many clothes I look at and I just think like, I want to see you again. You're like old friends, you know? Yeah. And even like my body shapes change. So sometimes I'd fit in stuff and I'd be like, oh, it's too tight. Or where did these hips come from?
Yeah.
You know? You weren't here before. Yeah. But same time I look at my body and think, you know, I was my daughter's first home. And I, you know, like, and I kind of wish that like that's, sometimes I kind of wish that clothes suited my body more as well. But yeah.
Well, you have to pick the ones that work for you. You're not going to work for the clothes. The clothes are going to work for you. That's what we're going to try to do. Well, thank you so much, Emma, for sharing this. Thank you for being vulnerable and wearing your heart on your sleeve. I'm so glad to go through this Wearapy session with you. I think we're going to really use style and teach you different tricks so that you can really gauge your identity again. And I think we need to understand that clothes, they say things about you before you even speak. You want your clothes to say the right things about you, that you're not just a mom, you're not just a wife or a teacher, you're so much more than that. So we're going to be bold, be fearless. Are you going to trust me to take you on this journey?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's talk about pregnancy for a second. With everything that happening to your body, to be honest, it's a bit of a horror show, but with a happy ending. But when you think about what all the changes that happen to women during pregnancy, it's easy to see how you can use your sense of self. In fact, a 2023 survey found that 62% of women feel like they lost part of their identity since becoming a mother. And a 2000 study by two psychologists, Guy and Banim, found that we have a dynamic relationship with clothing that impacts the three different ways we view ourselves, according to the following three categories. Number one, the person you hope to be. Number two, the person you fear to be. And number three, the person you are most of the time. However, psychologist Belk, he argues that we have one more category, the extended self, our understanding of who we are when our identity is a bit in flux, like what happens during pregnancy. Pregnancy is also described as a liminal transition. That's a period of transition marked by instability. And research suggests that during this period, buying clothes and styling ourselves is a way for us to represent that extended self. Fashion psychology teaches us that the more control you exert over your body, the closer you can become to having a complete sense of self. And more importantly, the person you hope to be. That's why you need to take your personal style especially seriously during these significant life changes, such as motherhood. So at the Wearapy Show, we always make sure we bring in some reinforcements. So today I wanted to introduce you to Jennifer Michalski-Bray. So Jennifer is a celebrity stylist, also author of the new book Styled. She has styled the likes of Catherine Ryan, Vicky Hope, Robert De Niro, also has worked on Gossip Girl. Yeah, so you know you're in good hands. But importantly as well, Jennifer is a mother to two. So she's here to really empathize. She can understand everything you're going through and to share some words of wisdom. So firstly, Jennifer, you've seen so many transformations in your career, right? From the red carpet to everyday wardrobe styling. So when it comes to moms like Emma, who maybe feel like they've lost their confidence a bit through their journey into motherhood, what would you say are the biggest myths that a mom wardrobe should look like that a lot of new moms maybe embrace or internalize, like Emma?
Yeah, so there are so many myths when it comes to dressing as a mom, and I have picked out 5 of my top myths that we are busting right now. So practicality is top priority. that is not true. Like
your
confidence is top priority. So forget thinking about wearing only things that you can have dirty fingerprints on. Like we need to get over that and think about you. Confidence, confidence, confidence. Number 2 is comfort means sacrificing style, which I know it may seem easy to just grab some leggings, an oversized top, and put sneakers on every day. Day after day. That's like the mom uniform, isn't it? And there's so many options for comfort, like comfort styles. Like, you could do matching separates, loose flowy suits, even like flowy dresses. Just chuck that on. That's so easy. You don't have to think about it. And put a nice pair of sandals on with it. And that is equally as comfy as leggings and an oversized top. And my third myth is that moms should stick to neutral and safe colors. And I know you touched on this, that you're not afraid of color, but you have found yourself, wearing like more safe colors. So forget like always wearing blacks and beiges and grays. Those are safe, but we want you to draw attention, for being you. And, color does help with that. As Shakaila always talks about, and in her book, she mentions how important like embracing color is. So I think finding colors that suit you, suit your skin tone is so important because it will make your face just light up in your eye. It'll bring out the color in your eyes and just give you this glow. Number 4, trends. Embracing trends. Some people think that, you can't embrace trends once you're a mom because it makes people think that you have all this time on your hands and you're really into fashion and you should be just focusing on your family, which is not true at all. Embracing trends that feel authentic to you is a great way to like make getting dressed in the morning just a bit more enjoyable. And, I'm here for like only buying into the trends that feel like you. So don't just, hop on the bandwagon because, And my 5th one is mom wardrobes should consist of clothes that are for other people's needs. So I am all for like the big bags for like the endless snacks that kids want. And I'm all for like sneakers to chase after your little mini-me's. Those are all great things, but you should also have in your wardrobe, maybe a great mini dress to go out with the girls for drinks. So important. Or like a killer pair of heels that make you feel sexy again. So important to have like those little things. You might not wear them every day, but just to throw on and feel like a confident version of you that maybe you thought was in the past.
Yeah. Oh, I think those are brilliant. And I know a lot of moms, especially Emma, you're going to hear those myth busting techniques and really use them in daily lives. Thank you so much for sharing that, Jennifer. I know something else that has come up when I'm looking into research into new motherhood, time. Time is not really on your side. I'm sure you can empathize. I know you with your 2 kids. I'm not technically a mom, but I'm raising my niece and my nephew. And I know between, school runs and dinner and this, like, time is just gone. So what would you say to moms who feel like they don't have the energy to even put that effort into their own wardrobe?
The time warp is real, and especially I feel it in the mornings. And whether you're a mom or, you're stepping into the role of a mom, time does feel like, you'd never have enough of it. But to give yourself just a few minutes, like 5 minutes, every day and just whack on some lipstick or put a statement pair of earrings in, it will change the way you feel.
Yeah. Is that something you think you can do, Emma, in the morning?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
We're going to try.
Unless my daughter pulls the earrings out, but I should be okay.
And then lastly, Jennifer, I know your book of styles. I love it. It gives you so many practical tips. If you could give moms like one easy tip or trick that you can do to help moms like Emma, like to find their old self again without needing to get a whole new wardrobe, what would that be?
So I would invest in one key piece that, you can wear all the time. And for me, that's a coat, a nice coat with structure in a color that is suitable to your skin tone again. And, you could throw it on. I would choose a long line coat. So you could just throw it on over like, a tracksuit and still feel put together because you have the nice shoulder structure. Invest more than you normally would in, a coat because you're going to wear it every day, so just, that's where I'd throw my money at. Mm-hmm. And I think it just changed the way you feel. You can also belt it with like a belt that's not with the coat. So like if the coat comes with the belt, swap that belt out for like a nice belt that cinches in your waist and makes you feel put together.
Oh, that's a nice tip. I think I'm going to use that as well.
Yeah. I never heard that. I'd never thought to combine the two, to combine the contrast. That's lovely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's great. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Jennifer. I think you've really taught us that style doesn't have to stop when motherhood starts. And it's all about making those small tweaks and changes to see like a massive big impact. And I'm so excited, Emma, we are going to see that impact with you today.
Oh, yay.
Right, let's take a look. Emma, you look amazing. You look stunning. Thank you so much, Aisha. All right, are we ready to get into some clothes? Okay, have a look.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love the trousers and the waist.
Yeah. They're so cool, right?
Really cool. I wouldn't have picked this. I love it.
You look so good. I feel like you're giving art teacher like realness. Like, it looks so amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
So good. Like, give me the cup. Right. Emma is wearing this white shirt and blue jeans, as well as this power vest, all from River Island. I'm loving the power vest. It's only £34. And these gorgeous pumps, which are so accessible, easy to get around. They are from Sainsbury's, and I topped it off with this pop of colour with this statement bag. And Emma doesn't have to worry about her kids ripping out her earrings because they're clip-ons. Yay! So nice. So good. Okay.
Wow. My God.
What do you think about it?
It's unreal. It's so cool.
Yeah, I feel like this is super you. It's super like edgy as well. From a psychological perspective as well, we know that leopard print, it makes us feel aroused. It's almost like a latent kind of response from our hunter-gatherer days. Fear and arousal mixed together. I know you were concerned about your body. I don't know why. You have such an amazing waist, and that belt is just giving. Do you want to step forward a bit as well? I love the boots. Like, you know, you always talk about being practical and being functional. This is the time for you. You wanted to dress a bit more formal, right? And you said you struggled with that. Do you think this is something you could wear on like a formal occasion?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And again, the earrings, they're clip-on. You can snatch those out. That's fine. You'll still look hot. Yeah. So Emma is wearing this leopard print sexy dress, and this is from TK Maxx. Can you imagine? It's only $19.99. And this belt that kind of ties it all together, it's from eBay. Again, we went with the clip-on earring, and I think she looks absolutely sickening. Okay, so look.
Oh, wow.
I love this one.
I love the red.
Yeah.
I really, really do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
How do you feel about the skirt?
I love it. It's something I wouldn't pick out, but I love the
Yeah.
shape.
I was going to say, I haven't actually seen you in many skirts in any of the pictures you sent in. And it's like a bold kind of look as well, because the way it like flares out at the bottom. And red, from a colour psychology perspective, it is the colour of arousal. It's going to get you alert. It's going to get you going. So all of that mum tiredness that you felt, throw on some red and it's going to help you throughout the day. And again, we wanted to show off your curves, add in some like cool accessories in the middle with your leopard print belt. Okay. How do you feel?
I feel confident. I feel, I feel quite sexy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel kind of demure and like kind of just pretty and really, revived.
Yeah. So based on the 3 outfits, do you feel like it's possible to use your style to find Emma again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love the leopard print with the denim. I love the red. I love the leopard print as the whole dress, and that belt was incredible.
Yeah.
And I love the jeans, and I would have thought to put a vest with a shirt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. You look absolutely incredible. This lovely top from Emma is wearing, it is actually from Sainsbury's, and it's only £18. And then we have this gorgeous denim skirt. I thought this was going to be so expensive, but it's from JD Williams at £31.50. I'm obsessed with these leopard kind of sheer flats as well. They're from Simply Be, and they're £13. And then we just really amped up the leopard with the belt from Primark and this bag as well from Bershka. Emma, thank you so much for being part of the Wearapy Show. How do you feel now?
I feel confident, glowing, and a new person. Thank you.
Do you feel like you found yourself now? Not just Emma the mom, but Emma the person?
Definitely, yeah. I've got new colours and new combinations I never would have tried. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much.
Rediscovering your style after motherhood isn't about chasing who you were before. It's about honoring who you are now. Your body, your mindset, your problems, they all have evolved, and your wardrobe should evolve with you. Style can be powerful in the way that it can reconnect you to your identity, not by reclaiming your past, but by gently and proudly stepping into your new self. So here are some tips to help you keep this big dress energy going. Number 1, dress for who you are today, not for the memory of who you were. According to self-discrepancy theory, constantly comparing your current self to your past self or to the ideal version of you, it can lead to a lower sense of self-esteem. Instead, reframe your wardrobe as a tool to support your new and actual self, the one who is wiser, more resilient, and who is also evolving. There's another practical tip. Start by identifying 3 different adjectives that you want to style yourself according to how you want to feel. It could be your strong, your soft self, your fun self, how you can build outfits to honor that. Number 2, reclaim control with daily uniform rituals. Decision fatigue is real, especially for new moms. So creating a simple go-to outfit formula, it can reduce the stress and boost that sense of autonomy that you desperately need, which research has shown is crucial for postpartum identity recovery. Here's a practical tip. Choose 2 to 3 flattering silhouettes that you feel great in and repeat these variations. That can build your sense of confidence through consistency and ease. Number 3, use style to narrate your evolving identity. Here's a psychological insight for you. Enclosed cognition shows us that what we wear can shape how we feel, how we think, how we act, and it can deliberately show that when choosing your clothing, it can reflect the person that you are becoming. Improve your confidence and your emotional alignment. Make sure that you're incorporating symbols of your growth, like these new colors, bolder accessories, or even statement pieces that reflect your current values and your aspirations. Thanks for joining us on this journey today. If you love the transformation and you want to explore the psychology behind your own wardrobe, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And remember, you can mindfully shop the looks on today's episode and use these insights in your real life. If you want to be our next guest, check out the information in the caption. And if you want to expand your fashion psychology knowledge, make sure you check out our range of online courses at fashionisspsychology.com. And remember, style isn't about looking perfect. It's about feeling powerful.